we're here today, and we just want to talk about whatever kind of comes in our mind. We want it to be inspiring, and I don't know, just listen and leave comments, positive comments, and it's just flow. It's just gonna go. It's not gonna have any destination. So just listen close. And I'm here with my brother. So.
Hello.
But yeah. So before we started, we were having a conversation about how art is so creative, and how it's basically how we live and how we operate, how we all are a puzzle piece in life. Um, Sometimes you might not know where you fit in, but it's okay because you just have to keep trying. There's no written out way of how your life is going to be. There's no written out way of how your life should be. And there's nothing written out saying that it has to go how everybody has told you how it has to go.
And there's no better way that you can explain how you are. Like no one will ever understand you. Like I don't know. It's hard to say. Like
Because I feel like sometimes people try to fit in to people, and it's just like that's not your crowd. If it doesn't make you completely happy, completely at peace.
If you can't be yourself, then around the people you hang around, that means you need to stay away from them because you are who you are, like regardless.
Yeah, like no matter what, you're gonna be who you are. It's crazy, but I always do stuff that cater to other people, what other people perceive of me, and I have that my own fault. But now I'm realizing, like, how do I perceive me? Because other people are gonna perceive you as to how you perceive yourself, but in different ways that you can't think of, because it's not for you to know that, because that's not who you are. And I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like the world is so hung over on how you should look and how your body should be and how your makeup should be and how your lipstick should be. It's just stuff that doesn't even matter. It's about your soul.
Mm-hmm. And as far as that goes, like I know a friend of mine, when it comes to relationship, like a friend of mine, she always wondered why her boyfriend would treat her a certain way and why he would cheat on her, or why she always felt like she had like she felt like she was in love. But I told her the way she would describe how he would act in different situations, I told her that he was only doing it because she knew he only really wanted her, I guess, for her body, because he knew that she was gullible.
And that's
like
crazy.
People, whether female or male, which one ever fall first, they observe you, and like they learn how you are, and sometimes some people take advantage of that.
And people have to be they have to be aware.
You have to be fully aware.
Because sometimes I feel like people try to cover up things that don't need to be covered up. It's like certain things y'all let everybody know. People let everybody know. And other things people don't let nobody know. It's like, why do you choose to cover up those things but let these people know? Like, for example, you're sleeping around with your boss. That's something that you chose to do by yourself. So why should somebody else feel bad that that's what your choice was? Because life is about the choices that you make, and people always come try to play the blame game. And it's like, you better blame yourself. Take a minute to figure out who you are. Why did you do that? Just because you did it at that moment doesn't mean that's the same person you're going to be 5 minutes from now, 5 days from now. God has a way of changing things in the midst of it, and just the midst of everything. Is no destination. I feel like people always try to put on, it has to be like this, you have to do this, you have to do this. That's not, because if we all was to do the same, we'll be a machine. If God wanted us all to do the same thing, we'll all operate like this. That's why, so everybody has their own issue, everybody has their own problem, everybody has their own story.
And like I had put on social media one time, I said, you may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can control your attitude, how you deal with it, meaning that not every situation that you come upon you can control, but you can control how it is handled.
Yeah.
Like, for
Because it's all
example,
about your
yes,
attitude. Like,
yes,
somebody can make you super, 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 super angry.
yeah.
But it's all about your attitude at the
Yeah.
situation. Don't be
Don't
ignorant by
conclude
it.
it by being ignorant and wanting to
Yeah.
fight them.
And I feel like
Be
for
the
us,
better person.
being African American, you know, like,
It is hard.
it's hard for us already. So why do you already make it harder? Why do people, wait, hold on, change the subject. Why are ladies so, I have to have this big booty, I have to have this big, I have to be a stripper?
Mhm.
Like, what's going on? Do y'all not know that people fought for us
Mhm.
that had to get out of slavery, and for girls to sell their bodies, to flaunt their bodies? Like, that's pure. You know how many kids see that?
Mhm.
So imagine you're doing it. You already influenced 10 other people to do that.
Mhm.
Because it's all about word of mouth. Whatever's making the money is what people try to get to.
And not only that, like, you're being exploited. Like, don't exploit yourself because
That's who you are.
I mean, it causes attention, but bad attention because people gonna judge you regardless. But you shouldn't exploit yourself like that, especially if you have a good name. Like, if you have a good name, yes, it's good to be a dancer, all that, but contain that dancing persona. Like, don't show people your booty and be like, oh, I'm a dancer. Dress elegantly. Don't dress like, you don't always have to dress like what you are, especially if it's something like that. Because dancing, you can have some bad streaks. Like, especially if you're an exotic dancer.
Yeah.
You know, don't. And if you're gonna dress like that because that is your profession, or you're,
I just feel like have pride in yourself.
Don't exploit it on social network because this is nothing but mess. Like,
that's just pride. Take pride in yourself. I feel like ladies don't have pride anymore. It's like whatever goes. Like, once they love me, I can do whatever And it's just like, love don't pay the bills. Love, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's all about yourself. Yes, love is great, and I wish everybody the best, but I feel like love is only love when somebody compliments you. When you can't stop thinking about that person. When every moment in your eyes you feel like, oh my God, he loves me. Oh my God, he's influences me. Oh my God, like, he's always there for me no matter what. You should never feel lonely. Like, I feel like girls, they feel lonely in relationships.
They do.
And it's just like, you don't.
And then they're so lonely.
And it's like they want to be loved so much
that they become gullible, and so they just deal with the mess.
And you don't have to deal with it.
And as far as men go, I always say this because I take this into consideration. As far as that, treating a woman right, that is number one, because regardless of, for the ones who has mom now or has a mom or had a mom, you would not want any man to treat your mom a certain way. So why would you treat a woman a certain way?
Exactly.
Like, why you should always, or if you have a sister, an aunt, any kind of woman in your family, treat your girlfriend or your
like you
wife
love
or
them.
whatever,
you're supposed to cater to a woman. A woman, if she just wants to be loved, like, just love her right. I feel like, okay, this is a random question. Guys are always like flaunting she a thought, or whatever they want to call it, she a booty licker, whatever they call them, a hoe slut, bam, bam, bam. And it's just like, I'm serious.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why don't you love yourself?
Yeah, but my thing is, when it comes to that, they're sitting here calling these females all of this, but they're still messing with them. So what does that make them? A man? I mean, I don't think, like, because you're messing with someone who uses her body.
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't know. I feel like I said, back to that uniqueness, man. Some people, that's just who they are.
Yeah.
You'll never understand everybody, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. Sometimes people, if that person doesn't compliment you, then that's not what you need in your life. And you have to make the decision to deal with it, or you move forward. But when you make that decision, you have to stick with that decision. Yeah. And that's true. Because you can't wait till 5 years now and be like, man, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Because it's just like, you're not really living life. Why regret it?
And as far as, like, when it comes to respect. Make sure you treat people like you're treated, like you want to be treated, because you do reap what you sow, and
Yeah.
people don't realize that. But when it comes to um this world now, it's so sad because you have us black people killing each other.
Yeah. And it's like we don't have to kill each other. Like we're supposed to ride for each other. We're the ones that
Yes.
you think.
Do you not see what our ancestors and what the different activists and civil rights and
It's like
when people
you're
did for
going
us?
the
They
wrong
all
way about it.
stuck
You're killing
together
ourselves. We were against the
to,
others.
yeah, they stuck
Um,
together to fight for us. We're killing each other.
and they just watching us.
Yes,
Like you don't have to. You don't.
we're killing each other.
Life can be so much peaceful if everybody just shook hands. Like it's weird, but I have
Yes,
this day.
greet
I
each
wanna
other.
have a day where people just stop and just hold hands. Whoever's close to them, they just hold their hand, and they know what day it is. Like everybody just know what day it
And
is,
like,
so they're okay with it.
yeah,
Even if you're just walking down the
it's
street
crazy
and
you
just
say
reach out
that
your
because
hand.
well,
Like
I
that's
know,
what I
like
want to do.
for my test for especially because I had a group of people, we would always pray, and like one time we made a big circle full of strangers, but we were all in the class, and like we prayed, and I guarantee you, all of us, most of us did well on the test, like because prayer works, and like people don't understand, like as far
God hears your prayer.
because look, nobody's perfect, nobody. We were born in sin, so nobody's perfect. But this is what I know for sure. This is what I hold on to. I do not try to harm others. I will never try to kill no one unless I have to, but not intentionally. But I know this: people, for those who have that mindset uh, of wanting to hurt someone, watch out, because I can't judge you. But when you get ready to
On
meet your
Judgment
maker,
Day,
you will be judged.
you will
And
be.
so I would definitely consider that.
Yeah. Consider the moral of the story is today, y'all.
The moral of the story is, basically you have 3 C's in your life. You have choices, chances, and changes. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change.
Make that change, y'all.
Thank you.
Peace, love, and joy. From Candace.
And Darren.
Good night.
Good night.